That's not smiling.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hello. So today is the 4th of November 2016, and thank you very much for visiting us. We welcome you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Welcome to Cape Town, planet Earth. I'm not sure which dimension we're in.
All of them at the same time.
Yes. So basically what I wanted to ask today is, we haven't chatted with you since your last really awesome big message for us. So I wanted to do an update and just see where are we right now, what is your message for us, which stage are we in as a group, and is there any message for us, how are we doing with this?
You're not doing very well. It's somehow you listen to the messages, but you don't apply. It's like, oh great, we get this information, and then you just carry on as normal. It needs an adjustment once you get the information. It needs to actually take a different way of being. Otherwise, you're gonna kind of get stuck in that tunnel. And Nadia's definitely got stuck in the tunnel. She's
Me too.
In agony in the birthing canal, as a lot of you are. And it's because the whole idea was to define yourself through the process to become what you want, to shed the stuff that you don't want. Yet, you just go and repeat all the same stuff that you've been doing for years. So you were expecting a different outcome, but you're doing exactly the same stuff. You can't. You're gonna be in the birthing canal. How long do you want the labor to be?
Over.
We want it to be gone because it doesn't feel good. The pressure's too much. You'll crack. You can't. You've got to surrender to the process, and you've got to change the way that you've been doing stuff up to this point. All your spiritual growth is great, but there's certain things and conditionings and patterns and belief systems and repetitive actions that you run, that you know you run, and you consciously run these patterns, or someone alerts you to a pattern, and then you want to be irresponsible and say, it's not my thing, I don't really know what to do about this. When you're in this state, in the birthing canal, it's dark. It's dark, it's pressurized, it's intense. It is to activate your change. It's to activate you taking the action in what you are doing to create the birth. But if you're not prepared to get rid of the stuff, which has to happen for you to go to the next level, you're going to get stuck in the birthing canal, and really years in the birthing canal is going to destroy everything that you've got, from your relationships to finance to everything that you want to do, because you will not be able to take the pressure. A baby cannot stay in the birthing canal. It goes into stress, and it becomes, in cesareans eventually start happening now.
Can we have a cesarean?
You can, but then you're going to go out.
Okay, no, we don't want a cesarean. Okay, so basically we haven't been doing our homework.
You all great at listening, just like children. You listen very well. You just don't react to what you are listening to. So you get the information. You go, oh great, I've got the information. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to this next level. It's awesome. You felt a little burst of exhilaration as you got the knowledge, and you felt like that. Okay, that 1 day or two, we're through. We're there. We had the shortest birth known to man, the 2-second birth. Wow. Surprise, surprise. Didn't quite work out like that. So what you want to do is, you want to write down the stuff that you want to get rid of. You've got to really focus on, okay, well, listen to people around you as well. I think it's quite important, as you would have seen in the last few weeks. There's a lot of interrelationship struggle, couples, parents, kids and parents, people, work. So there's this chaos of miscommunication and misunderstandings and not quite seeing eye to eye, one having a very different view to the other, contrasting views. And all of these things are ways of looking at something that you are not maybe aware of that needs changing, because we all think that we're great. We all think, oh, I don't really need to change. I just have a few anger issues, or I just have a bit of jealousy, But your external world is showing you your internal space. If you are flowing right now and everything's going, wow, then in your environment is mirroring that, your internal and external space. But if you are looking at your external world and it's a mess, your internal world is a mess. And you can only start, you tend to want to work from the outside in. My environment dictates how I feel, then I have the reaction in here, and then I'm stuck with the feeling. You want to invert at the moment. You want to start with the feeling here, connect to a feeling, and let that go into your external world. But you guys are so stubborn. So stubborn. I'm not going to do that. You get this attitude of, especially when you're in the dark part of the spa, you become extremely good at being martyrs for something, but you haven't even got a clue what you're martyring about. You want to die for some cause, but the cause that you're dying for is your own self-destruction, so it's futile, really. It's not a good cause to die for. You're not prepared to let go of feeling crap. You're not prepared to let go of, let go of that thought. Yo, I just had the most evil thought about my kid, my husband, my wife, my boss. Breathe, let it go. It's not the reality. It's only a section of how I'm seeing it at this point where I am in the darkness. If you had to ask the kid being born whether he thought the world that he was going to is going to be amazing, he's going to say, no, it's dark, full of pressure, looks squished, it's a horrible feeling. So he has no idea that the end of the birthing canal leads to a beautiful place. So what is it experiencing? It's only experiencing and resisting where he is.
It's trying to climb back.
It's going to go back to the womb. Good luck with that. That's not going to happen for you. You're here. You can't go back to the womb. So now you're in this pressurized canal, this pressurized emotional, spiritual, psychological experience. You are all feeling it. Now you're like, no, I'm not getting rid of this pattern, or that one, or I don't even know what my pattern. I don't even have patterns. I don't have patterns. Everyone else has got patterns, chicks. Have you seen that guy's patterns? Who have you become? So you're very good at seeing other people's patterns right now. Awesome. Which is a nice way of letting the other people know that they're running stuff. But do it in a kind and gentle way. If we have truth, which is beautiful because it's pure, but we deliver it with toxicity, with the intent of harm, or the intent of, I'm just saying the truth, I'm going to let you know that actually you're really not very well, you're a bit crazy. But you don't say it in a way that's beautifully coated in love and kindness. It arrives as a really horrible old smelly poo in a box. It doesn't come across nicely. No matter whether the truth is really the truth, you are sending it in a really bad form. Be mindful, come on. You guys need to start practicing the stuff that you are wanting to become. Mindful means how you deliver the information that you're delivering to someone, in what way are you saying it. If it comes from any feisty, angry, judgmental, finger pointing, really, I can see your issue is this. And you know what you really need to do? You need to stop being whatever it is. It comes from not a good place because you're in the birthing canal. Remember that. You're not in the light yet. So be mindful, knowing you probably, with the greatest intention, are delivering the information in such a way to each other within all your relationships in a way that's not constructive, which is going to create more pressure. You've got to be mindful that the other person's also in the process that you're in. Once you've realized, you can help someone by being a mirror for what they're going through, but in a nice way. Just be kind, a little bit kinder with what you're doing.
Caring,
right now.
kind.
You need to fluff up your words like little fluffy cotton when they pop out of the flower. You've got to make things a bit softer. Take the edges off because you would want that to be done to you.
Or maybe write it down and then deliver it in a time when you are
in a better state,
in a loving state.
So this process of looking at other people, helping them, writing down your own stuff, because you don't really know. And the moment you start activating and going into it, you'll actually start seeing other levels. Go for whatever kind of therapies and things you need. You need to clear all this stuff out. You are drawing in, which is fine, but that's not going to help you to get out. The moment you resist this pressure process, you are prolonging it, and you are not making it a smooth transition to the next phase. You need to still do the stuff in your backpack. You're not doing them anymore, because the moment you go into withdrawal, you give up on everything else. You would just want to get into bed and you want to go, F the world, I don't care. You just, everything starts breaking down again. And here we go, we're like sitting there watching the experiment going, how many times do I need to hear this message? So, apparently quite a lot. A lot. But it is like parents and children. You need to tell your child about 50 times, go and get the hairbrush, we need to brush your hair. Go and get the brush, go and get the brush! Now we're trying to avoid the end result of really, because you're like, I can't handle it. But we, in a gentle way, really need you to start understanding, if you want a different life, you've got to be in a different way. You cannot expect a different result if you just continue being the same old you, doing the same old stuff that you're doing. The result is just going to be the same old stuff. So stop complaining, because you're not actually doing the work.
Boys.
Dat is 'n bietjie harsh vandag.